It looks like Lola. All right.
There you are.
There we go.
So before you set up your office hours, we want you to set up your profile.
Okay.
So you go to the hamburger menu, click the down arrow,
Okay.
hit edit profile. You can upload a photo.
Okay.
We definitely want you to have a photo because when the students log in, they're going to see all their faculty members and their advisor, and it's good for them to have that face. So you don't have to do it now, but you want to check your username and your institutional email to make sure it's correct.
That's correct.
Under your profile settings, you can select your preferred login page, and as you become more familiar with using Starfish, you may decide to do your appointments. You can scroll down. There are several different pages that you can choose from.
Oh, okay.
So you could see like a list of all your students. You know, it just depends on what your preferences are. For now, just leave the default login page.
Okay.
Just know that you can change that as you start using Starfish more and more. And then we'll go down. I recommend that you make your URL available on your profile.
Okay.
That you set both of these as true.
Here, right?
I would do both of them.
Both of them? Okay.
You can always copy the URL for your profile and add it to your email signature so that if you send an email to a student, they could click that link and then suddenly be on your Starfish profile.
Okay.
Scrolling down a little bit further, your contact information, you can add an alternate email if you want. Just know that the students can see that.
Right.
You can add the phone number that you prefer them to call you at, and a cell phone number, but they will be able to see that if you put it in.
I guess you want me to go ahead and put in my...
Yeah, you might as well do it while you're here.
Yeah.
And this is important. You need to change the time zone. Right now it's defaulting to Eastern time.
Right.
And then you can have time to put your title and a little biography that students will see. And if you want to add under the general overview, we had one faculty member say they just call me to set up an appointment anytime or something like that. If there's special instructions about getting in touch with you that you would want them to see if they went to your profile, then you would put that there as well.
Okay. There we go.
We're all watching you, so you're going to make lots of typos.
Oh man. Can I have time to think about the biography?
You can definitely come back to this. Click Save Changes right there on the bottom right.
Okay. There we go.
And then I want you to go to the next tab at the top, Appointment Preferences. You can set the minimum length of time for an office hour. And what this is going to do, kind of how it divides it on your calendar. Like if someone sets an appointment, they block that much time. So you can set a maximum and minimum length of time, and then you can have a deadline for setting an appointment with you if you need for them to be scheduled the day ahead, or if you don't care, you can set those preferences there. If you want your schedule to be flexible so that you don't have routine office hours, you can put that you want it to be flexible. You can check that checkbox.
Okay.
Scrolling down a little bit further, this does sync with your Outlook calendar. And for those faculty members who work maybe at more than one campus, and they may end up having office hours at more than one campus, they need to add separate locations there. So that when a student goes to meet with them, they know that they're meeting with them when they're on the campus they attend.
Yeah.
And if you have an assistant or someone, a partner you work with at school and you guys share calendars, you can add them as a calendar manager.
Okay.
And the last tab at the top is the notifications. We have the initial stages of Starfish set it to basically send an email to everyone for anything.
Okay.
But you can actually say you only want to be notified like once a day, and you want like a summary of everything that we would have sent you all at one time. You can set those preferences up on this page.
Okay, so that's this one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and down at the bottom, the tracking items as well. A
Okay.
tracking item is maybe a to-do that you give to a student, or a referral if you refer them to one of our support services. It could be a kudo to give to someone who's doing something well. But right now it is set up to send that to you every single time anything is done. It
Okay.
might get annoying,
Yeah.
so you can instead ask for one email a day.
Okay.
And then again, you can save changes.
Okay.
And that's it. Your profile is set up. Now let's go back to the hamburger menu and go to the homepage. If you had appointments, they would show right under your appointments.
Okay.
And if you click office hours at the top left, you can set up your office hours.
Oh, nice.
Now, if you have office hours every day, I recommend that you set them up separately.
Okay.
Because it doesn't let you change once you save it and you're repeating every day. It doesn't let you change the days that you repeat it on. So if you had to cancel office hours on Tuesday afternoons,
I see.
you wouldn't be able to do that. So I would recommend doing it maybe every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, doing them separately.
Okay, so how would we do those? Like Wednesday, like I have office hours Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So I would do your Wednesdays,
Mm-hmm.
and I would set them up to repeat every Wednesday, and then I would do Thursdays and set them up to repeat every Thursday, and then Fridays. But let's go ahead and let's do Wednesday together, and you can enter your start time and end time. And you see where it says a little bit above that repeats you could do it every other week. You have office hours on Wednesdays, or every week, whatever your preference. And the type of office hour.
Well, I mean, would we put elsewhere for WebEx or Teams?
That would be online.
Online, okay.
And you could put Microsoft Teams, or you could put WebEx, or whatever you wanted there.
Okay.
And then you have special instructions if you want them to talk to you, whatever instructions you would have.
Yeah. Make them schedule it.
And that's your minimum and maximum length.
Okay.
And you also have another instructions tab there. And for the start and end date, there's a unique feature that I think the faculty will like. If you click the drop down for the end date, you can select end of term. So you can automatically set for the whole semester.
That is nice.
And that is it.
All right.
And then you would want to go ahead and do your Thursdays and your Fridays.
I see. Okay, so that's how you would set them up.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. Let's go to your hamburger menu and go to the...
Thanks, Rachel.
I'm sorry. Go to your hamburger menu and go to your students.
Okay.
And now you're going to see all of your students, just like that. Isn't that nice?
Oh, so these are students enrolled in my classes.
That is correct.
I see. Okay.
Well, actually, let's see the connection. Up at the top, there's a drop-down menu called Connections. These may be all of your advisee. A little bit further down.
There we go. Yeah, these are my students.
Individual classes.
Okay.
And let's say you were canceling this class. I mean, you could do it in Canvas, of course. Maybe you're giving a free computer to someone in this class. You can check the checkbox. That'll select all of them.
Okay.
And there's a menu button a message button at the top.
Uh-huh.
You could just send them all a message.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. And you can send a copy to yourself just as evidence of what was really sent.
Right.
But there's another great feature that would allow you to take this class and maybe you want to add a filter. You could go to your intake form, which is in the middle. I know I'm going all over the place. When the students log in for the first time, they're going to be asked to complete about a 40-question survey. The questions you can see on the right side of the screen.
Okay.
And then you can filter your students for whatever their status might be. Maybe you see that right there next to your pointer is the future degree goals.
Yeah.
So you could look and say,
can I open it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Now, none of your students have finished it yet, but anyone who's looking at getting a master's degree.
Yeah.
And then you could message them. But there's some that are a little bit more. You could do part-time students and full-time students. You could do the ones that don't have internet access. You could, anything. You can suddenly know all of your students and how they answered all of these questions.
Nice. That's very
you
good.
Have a camera on your computer.
Yeah.
And the other nice thing is that when we have the answers to all of these questions for our students, then we can take like CME, maybe Office of Disability and Counseling. What other services do we have? Office of Student Engagement. And we can identify what students need the service that these organizations are offering. For example, there's a question about food insecurity. We kind of throw information out there about having food available, but we're not sure if that message is really getting to the students who need that. And this will help us to do that.
That's excellent.
And when we complete the progress survey, faculty members will have a list of their students and they will pick either off to a great start, needs tutoring, or you need to see me to work out, there's some issues that you need to meet with me about, and there will be an automatic email that goes to the students and to their advisor, letting them know.
Okay.
And then tutoring gets notified if they need tutoring, and then they can reach out to the student to set up tutoring.
Oh, good. And is this you said this is for 12-week courses this semester?
Well, we're rolling it. We didn't meet our target of having it set up for the 5-week progress survey for the 15-week courses. So we're doing the 12-week courses, and right now we only have math tutoring. So we're just doing the math instructors.
Okay.
And then we're going to roll it out to all of the faculty and students in time for priority registration.
Nice.
Yep. So that's it. It's really easy to use.
Oh, okay. It seems very easy. And will we get instructions on things that we need to do coming up?
Oh yeah, we're going to roll out the functions just a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
We've kind of had enough new stuff.
Yeah.
So a little bit at a time, and we're hoping that when the faculty use it for the progress survey, they'll see how easy it makes things for them.
Okay, well, that sounds great.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Of course, it was interesting to learn about.
All right, Rebecca, well, you have a wonderful weekend. Play around. Just know that it's live, and if you send a message to a student, they haven't been introduced to it yet, so they won't know what's going on.
Okay.
So maybe don't do that.
Find out.
All right. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.